How do you like having Mikey Sisselberger and Petey Lasalla as the guys that weren't quite able to make it to the traveling World Championship roster? Not a bad duo to send out there. Team USA in the white shirts, the white shorts, the blue numerals, white helmets. They're moving left to right on your internet dial. Canada, black shirts, red shorts, black helmets, red numerals. And we are underway. And it'll be first face-off victory to Team Canada. Don't know that I expected that. And we've got a bit of an equipment issue. Mikey Sisselberger had to get separated from Justin Inacio as Canada goes on the attack for the first time tonight. Maybe there's a little bit of a revenge factor when you hear national teams, but again, so few of these players are actually involved on those rosters that competed in the gold medal game at the World Championships, and I'm not sure that revenge is the word. Boy, thought that might have been a push, not called. And Canada with a chance instead. The long pole coming in to scoop that up. That was Colin Squires.
Yeah, it looks like team shot placement. This is a fantastic start for Team Canada. They're just playing with a lot of confidence. They're being very efficient on offense. And then another face-off win.
Justin Inacio is showing something at the face-off dot. We can't be all that surprised. Justin Inacio is an outstanding face-off specialist who's part of the World Championship roster for Canada. That experience quite valuable. The trail check, they don't get the turnover as the ground ball is scooped up by Jerry Connors. But Inacio, of course, played collegiately at Ohio State. Was on the
roster changes for Team USA. So a couple of players who are anticipated to be here, not in attendance, but a good opportunity for Chris Aslanian to come in and just immediately becoming a factor in this contest.
Not a violation. They're going to do it again. And it's Petey Lasalla now on to take on Inacio at the dot. Lasalla, of course, with Big Snakes in the PLL. Played at Virginia, where he was a three-time All-American. And a face-off violation nonetheless. So Team USA a little rattled at the dot against Inacio so far. First face-off violation in the first half.
Yeah, again, just a credit to what he's doing, playing with so much confidence, asserting himself early on. And we marveled at the efficiency of the U20 women's team in the first quarter of our first game. And we're seeing that out of Team Canada here in our second contest of the evening. They have really taken advantage of the opportunities. They've shown patience when they've needed to. They've been assertive when they've needed to.
Tied up Sisselberger. And again, little surprising. Canada off to such a great first team All-Pro with cannons. His first goal of the night cuts it back to a 3-2 game with just over 4 minutes remaining. But we also saw U.S. take advantage of a very long possession there. Didn't have to work for a shot clock reset or force the ball to the corner. They continued to wear down the Canadian defense before they got the look they wanted.
Jack Oldman, that time, winning the face-off for Team Canada. So really, we've seen both of the face-off really putting a lot of thought into where they're putting the ball.
Running clock, the international rules would go under a minute, and another very clean face-off win for Oldman. Oldman winning that battle with Lasalla. It has been one-way traffic at the face-off dot tonight.
It's been very interesting. Not what we
chart for Team USA. Colin Kerr trying to prove that he deserves to be in the conversation.
Absolutely. We saw great technique there, great positioning to make those stops.
In order for Wisnauskas, the former Towards and winner at the University of Maryland, to get his first goal of the night.
Yeah, storied career for Wisnauskas.
How about that? A second face-off violation here in the first half for the Americans. It'll be interesting to see how that affects them, if at all. I would imagine, given the fact that it's an exhibition game. Worth pointing out, too, that low-to-high shot. There's not a whole lot that you can do about that as a goalie. You're trying to watch the plane of that shot.
Very difficult to stop.
It's like exploding at you.
And also even to get your positioning right in terms of knowing exactly where you want to go to try to stop the ball. But look at Team Canada once again finding success, winning the face-off.
When you were praising them a minute ago, you used the phrase.
Such an exciting week, I think, for everyone who loves the sport of lacrosse, to think about the prospect of Sixes being in the 2028 games, the level of exposure and opportunity how the sport is going to be elevated and that one last step to be achieved. But
we're expecting it to be finalized on Monday. The executive board of the IOC approved it. Now just one final hurdle. But you should get an assist.
You should get something
there. Kurst comes up with the save, but it's back to a 2-goal game with just over a minute to play in the second quarter. Really great job by Mike Robinson in order to get team All-Pro, going 67% at the dot in the pro season. Owns the NCAA single season record, 79.5%, but another face-off violation.
We saw quite a few of those in the first half. So a little surprising, a little uncharacteristic.
I apologize. They got a third late. You're right, Monica. They actually got that third one as well. Again, you better get the ball, because if you don't,
you have a player like Ross Scott that's going to make you pay for it.
Second goal of the game for Ross Scott in Canada, which was trailing by 3 late in the second quarter, right back in this. It's a 1-goal game. That one not handled by Connors.
And Michael Gray's doing a good job just trying to keep battling for possession before Team USA comes up with it.
Connors able to get it back. Always worth pointing out, again, these exceptional face-off specialists, they get used to the guys that they have at the wing with their pro teams, their collegiate teams. Really translates well to the international game. Look, Ashton Rolting's style translates well everywhere. Let's be fair about that.
True.
There's a reason he was a first-team All-Pro with the Cannons this year. 21 goals and 20 assists. Another face-off win, this time for Oldman. Huge night for the youngster, Jack Oldman, really making a name for himself.
Well, that's right, and Asher Nolting, so he's not just someone who can score goals working behind the goal. He is someone who can facilitate. He brings so much, even when he's not even touching the ball.
4th point on the night for Nolting. For Cole Kurst, his first goal of the game. Also worth pointing out, Cole Kurst, what an honor it was. Played at Albany, where he finished his career with 85 goals and 29 assists.
Impressive numbers.
Another face-off win as Bowering comes through with a ground ball. And he has it checked out. Really good trail check.
But I think that's so deflating for Team Canada, because you win the face-off, you get
closer than that. Can they get it even and set us up for a really thrilling fourth quarter? Another face-off violation on Sisselberger.
Yes.
Second of the second half.
A little puzzling today in terms of the play at the face-off dot for Team
Robinson, his second goal of the game. 8-8. And face-off win the Americans, but they're not going to be able to do anything with it. That'll be how the third quarter comes to a close. Canada rallies from down 3 in the third quarter, and we have ourselves a tie game going to the fourth. Back into this one, Monica.
We talked about valuing the offensive possessions, and it was that first possession that got the run started for Team Canada that I thought they executed so well in terms of the ball movement.
Baltimore obviously had that incredible collegiate career at the University of Maryland. Scores a second goal on the night to make it 9-8. So Team USA gets a gift, is able to take advantage of it, and follows it up with a rare, surprisingly rare face-off win.
Certainly feels like it on the evening, but exactly what Team USA needed, because with Canada going on that run of the infraction, that one really hurts, that then Team USA is able to capitalize, and they did it with such a great team goal.
For Kurst, first assist, second point of the night was Nauskas. Has a hat trick. That's his third of the game to make it 10-8.
Again, everyone's scrambling, and Team Canada comes away with it.
It's Casey Wilson who came up with the ground ball to win the faceoff. They needed it. 10-8 game, no possession clock, and a running.
This is a difficult play to make.
Don't disagree at all. And Lasalla with a much-needed faceoff win for the Americans.
And that's a good sign for Team USA if they're going to start winning face-offs late in this contest.
Inacio's done such a good job tonight, but a big win for Lasalla. flames coming off that shot.
You really could. It was taken with so much confidence in that moment, but it all started with Team USA just winning the face-off.
But Oldman follows it up with a face-off win of his own and a smart timeout taken by Team Canada. Once the face-off was won, don't let the wing play mess with it all. Gotta have the possession, so a little bit of space and take advantage of it. 2 seasons removed from 50 goals with Rutgers. He's got 4 tonight. It's a 1-goal game again, and a critical battle at the dot. And nobody wants to give an inch. Sisselberger now giving chase. Will he get to it in time? Can't swipe it back in. Canada ball with a chance to tie it up.
And that's unlucky there when you do all the hard work. And
8 seconds remaining in the 4th. So if there's a quick face-off win, there's time. Otherwise, we're going to need to play on. And it's not going to be a quick face-off win. There's not going to be enough time for a game-winning goal in regulation. 4 quarters, not enough for the teams that met for a world championship just months ago. They got to play on here tonight at Tierney Field. What drama. Inacio out there against Lasalla. 4-minute overtime period, golden goal. And don't forget, this is sort of like old school collegiate lacrosse because there's no shot clock. So whoever wins this is probably going to try to hold it for a little while. Lasalla had a shot at it. He comes away with it.
An all-important face-off win. And for Team USA, who struggled a bit at the face-off dot, to be able to come out and win the face-off at the start of this overtime period, that is huge.
You got to think back to the pre-shot clock era. That's loose. Ooh. Ooh.
I think for a lot of people in the